But our lead this hour from the second city, a lot of buzz as we have the calm before the storm. No NFL action on the field this week. We've got to wait till a week from tomorrow. This will be our Wednesday show. I know it's that weird time. It's still late on Tuesday on the West Coast, but we're heading into Wednesday, and a week from tomorrow, the NFL season begins, and so we count down to that. Now, one of the storylines, if you've been paying attention here, is Caleb Williams, who has been given the gate code to the Chicago Bears Jamboree. When the season begins, now the Bears play on that first Sunday, that's September 8th, against the Tennessee Titans, and it's on like Donkey Kong for the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams will be calling the shots in the huddle, and I have read a number of glowing reviews from pundits about Caleb Williams. But this has also led to the other side. Not only is he getting his toes tickled, there is extreme pressure. Now, if you haven't heard this part of the story, maybe not, I think that's the more interesting part of the story. An anonymous NFC South player. All right, we don't know who, but some random NFC South player said that if Caleb Williams does not come out of the gates playing at Patrick Mahomes-like levels, that he is going to be a bust in everybody's eyes. That's a pretty good quote, right? We can agree on that. That's a pretty good quote. So let us discuss the question. Caleb Williams has to be Patrick Mahomes level, 2.0, if you will, to live up to the hype. Fair or not fair? I've got Marvel Comics, handwriting, and braggadocio. And we will combine all of these things together, and we're going to make the gabagool. We're going to make the gabagool. So number one. Yeah. After an expedited MALLER booth review, this is both feet inbounds. The call is fair. It's not fair. It's fair. Now, for me, it's not that complicated. It's not. It's just the way it is. It's Marvel Comics. It's my Spidey-like senses say, with great power comes great responsibility. It's part of the bundle. When you're the number one overall, you're in the catbird seat. You get the extra money. You also get the sky-high expectations. It's a package deal. It's a package deal. It's part of the bundle. And Patrick Mahomes is the measuring stick. He's way out in front of everyone else. And so you look at the Bears, this is an opportunity there, a chance to seize the opportunity for Caleb Williams. But the Bears, my entire life, the Bears have had a good team maybe 4 times my entire life. I'm getting old. The Bears have not had greatness at quarterback since before I was around. A guy named Sid Luckman, which just sounds like an old-time name, right? Sid Luckman. That's an old name. Williams has all the tools. He's got the skill set for greatness. However, as we have learned, to slay the dragon of expectations, it takes more than just having the tools to do it. And based on what I have seen of Caleb Williams, this is a guy that strikes me as thin-skinned. Is that a correct call or is that an incorrect call? I'm just going by what I've seen in his days in college. He was coddled at Oklahoma. He was even more coddled at SC in his penthouse apartment in the sky there overlooking all of the Southland. So does he have enough scar tissue under those amazing nails? I don't know what color they are, but does he have enough scar tissue to be able to withstand the immense criticism? All right? Because having your ass kissed is a gateway drug to being soft. And so in order to overcome adversity, which everyone will have, right? That's just part of the human condition. We all have adversity, no matter whether you're an NFL player or you're delivering packages for Amazon. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing, cleaning toilets. Right? You come into that one toilet, which is disgusting. You're like, oh, man, that's adversity. So we'll see how it plays out. Now, page 2 here. To the voice of the people, or at least some random voice in pro football, and another anonymous NFL person. This is the time of the year where the anonymous become very synonymous with sports radio. So an NFL personnel director, an evaluator, we don't know who, behind a paywall at the old gray lady, The Athletic, the New York Times bought it. So this NFL personnel evaluator, to be named later or not, is pushing back on the idea that Aaron Rodgers will be a top 50 player in the league this year. The personnel evaluator does not believe that he will be that because he has lost his mobility over the last couple of years. Now, Rodgers not seen as a top 50 player by this anonymous executive who actually gave this quote saying he doesn't move as he used to. Do you agree or disagree? So I'm going to agree with this unnamed person. I'm going to agree. Without seeing Rodgers play at all, this resonates with me because he hadn't played in these Fugazi exhibition games. Even if he did play, it wouldn't really tell us a lot. But to me, I look at Rodgers, and the handwriting is on the wall. We're gearing up for the maiden voyage of Benny versus the Penny season 2 here, and as we get ready for that first show, we've been kicking around with the producers some of the storylines we're going to be talking about, and I'm sure Aaron Rodgers' name will come up when that show debuts, and you're looking at some of the numbers for the year. It's impossible to argue, to me, the other way. If you look at all of the variables, Rodgers is going into his age 41 season. He's coming off a shredded Achilles. But wait, there's more. If you circle back to the last days at Lambeau Field, people don't like to talk about this, but Rodgers was doing some yoga. He was doing the downward dog with the Packers. Now, what is my evidence? In his final season with the Green Bay Packers, way back in 2022, I barely remember it, his last year there in Wisconsin, Rodgers was the 17th ranked quarterback. You can do the math on that. 17th ranked quarterback. Daniel Jones, who blows, was slightly better than Aaron Rodgers his last year. So the idea that Rodgers is going to get better now when you're playing with the Jets, when you play with the Jets, it's like a 10-yard holding penalty when you get possession of the ball. All right, final point. We head to Dallas. Why? I am contractually obligated for the obligatory Maller monologue to annoy you with the Cowboys. Deep in the heart of Texas. Now, we can't go more than an hour without bloviating about our favorite octogenarian, Jerry Jones, in his early 80s here. Now, Jerry recently said that nobody could run the Cowboys better than him. He said it. I saw the quote. He told one of his buddies, one of the beat writers for the Cowboys. So how do you assess this one? So the easy answer would be, all right, this is just Jerry being Jerry. But it really is the essence of the Cowboy way. It is an extreme helping of braggadocio, right? Being braggadocious. Everything is bigger in Texas, especially the bombastic bluster of good old Jerry. And Jerry Jones is admitting by saying no one could be better, nobody could run the Cowboys better since the late 80s. Jerry Jones is admitting the Cowboys are just snake bit, that nobody can win with the Cowboys because there's some kind of hex, there's some kind of spell that has been put, and they need a seance to remove whatever demons are haunting the Dallas Cowboys. But we continue to have a love-hate relationship with Jerry. I've got no skin in the game, not a Cowboy person. I'm not. He's great for what I do. And as long as I have a job like this, I'm very happy with Jerry Jones. He's good for commerce. He moves the needle. There's not a lot of those type people in sports left that move the needle across the board, but he's one of them. And we will miss him when he's gone. All right? He's a character. And it's great. And so we'll enjoy these final years, the twilight years of Jerry Jones in Dallas. And not many others would say nobody else could run a team that hasn't won anything since before social media. Way before. So social media, the Cowboys last won in the mid-'90s. Social media didn't really become a thing until the early aughts when it became a thing. So there's a lot going on there. It is the